1. American Pit Bull Terrier. A combative breed, which is capable to kill almost any enemy. Incorrect upbringing of this dog is suicidal both for passers-by and owners themselves. Be careful. The American Pit Bull Terrier, or just Hell Bull Terrier, may be a popular breed in America, but it are often very rarely found in other European countries where it has been placed on the list of prohibited dog breeds. The Pit Bull Terrier, alongside with English and American Staffordshire Terriers, is one among the breeds whose international standard regards human aggression as a disqualifying characteristic. In other words, the specimens of those breeds which demonstrate aggression to humans instead of to other animals are excluded from breeding, and that they aren't allowed to compete in dog shows and canine sports. And as far as Europe, and therefore the US, concerned, such dogs are sold out only as pets with obligatory preliminary or following sterilization. 2. Rottweilers are considered to be one among the 4 most dangerous breeds. Devoted and obedient to its owner, an excellent guardian. The only chance to survive when attacked by a Rottweiler is to be passive. Basically, I've got no complaints to the present part, since this dog is basically notable for very loyal nature and delicate attitude to the family children. Although it can't take a joke and doesn't like strangers. Normally the Rottweiler won't become dangerous for its special people, but outsiders, including unfamiliar kids, are quite different story. The truth is that oftentimes Rottweilers, especially males, don't distinguish between jocular playful aggression and real aggressive actions in order that they can bite a weird grown-up or child. Albeit he just wants to joke and play instead of to decide to cause serious harm. 3. German Shepherd. German Shepherd is an intelligent breed. That is exactly why it's trained to look and catch criminals. If a dog isn't stopped on time or an offender continues to resist, a German Shepherd as a law enforcer will address a cruel killer. This breed can by no means be attributed to the group of human aggressive canine varieties in default. Of course, the German Shepherd is employed by the police, but before they begin to serve there, puppies undergo obedience training. Afterwards they get specialty in order that they are trained to assist in convoy or detention, or they undergo other sorts of training and, for instance, learn to run a scent or to patrol territories. If the puppy of the German Shepherd isn't baited purposefully, then it'll likely grow into the calm and fairly sociable dog which can eagerly interact with the acquaintances and friends of its masters both reception and within the street. The same holds true for its immediate cousins, the East European Shepherd. But albeit the German Shepherd or East European Shepherd is trained to defend or detain, each of them remains one among the 4 most manageable dogs which always nicely perform the master's commands remotely and without a leash. The dog reacts to abrupt view, or drop it, by unclenching its jaws and letting go of the person whom it's just caught. Whereby it can convoy him, monitor his movements, and if he attempts to hit the dog or its master, then it'll bite once more or take his hand and capture by its teeth, or on a sign it'll walk off and leave the person alone. Both German and East European Shepherds are pertained to the dogs which may be controlled over a distance within the best way. However, the important problems can emerge with other shepherds, more specifically with the Caucasian Shepherd and Central Asian Sheepdog. Both of them are often successfully trained into guardians and protectors, but it should be performed by a knowledgeable dog handler, so he are going to be ready to have firm control over the dog. Alternatively, the master of such a canine should sleep in the thinly urban area, where the prospect that the territory are going to be invaded by an accidental passerby is nil. It's barely possible to prevent both of those dogs with remote commands if they begin to hold out their duties. That's why, in spite of their high performance, they are never used as service dogs by the police, army and etc. The detention of the criminal with the help of such canines will most likely lead to serious injuries or even death of this person, as opposed to the work with easily manageable German Shepherds which serve within the police forces of various countries quite 50 years. 4. Deutscher Boxer. Ancestors of Deutscher Boxers didn't lay about during a ring, but seized bulls and even bears. Thus it's better politely treat not only this sort of a dog, but its master also. Despite the very fact that the German Boxer was created with the involvement of bull and basers, mastiffs and bulldogs, the most goal of its development, among other matters, was to make a non-aggressive dog with docile nature. The breed was officially registered in Munich in 1896, and ever since several features of the German Boxer have remained unchanged. One of their basic characteristics is excellent obedience. The Boxer are often surely raised as a watchdog, but it perceives its duties as a game and lacks aggression. The dog treats the procedural apprehension of an ill-intended person as an amusement, so as soon as he stops fighting back and stands motionless, the Boxer sets him free. Such a game has its own rules, and it supported the natural animal behavior of the dominant specimen, and therefore the one which accepts its right to dominate. Thanks to its even temper and non-aggressiveness, the German Boxer is employed among few breeds which are suitable for the training as a seeing eye dog for blind people. 5. Doberman. On the one hand, Dobermans are friendly. But if the master is during a trouble, even slightly coming from another person, they start to display their natural aggression. There is still much to say about Dobermans. They are indeed fairly aggressive and may be dangerous for a person. Large and high-quality Dobermans are serious adversaries due to their agility and specific manner of the attack. They spring on the opponent, bite, then immediately jump back. It's uncharacteristic for Dobermans to keep its prey. They never bite repeatedly and climb up the body as it does many service dogs. Normally Dobermans were used by the police force in pairs, since it's almost impossible to make a stand against two Dobermans. Currently Dobermans aren't utilized for detention as it's considered to be too traumatic and cruel. Indeed, Dobermans fall under the category of dogs which are capable of display of spontaneous aggression. And they, even as Rottweilers, understand a play threat neither to itself or its masters.